Ranking the Championship Stadiums 2023-2024 season, and we're going to be going from awful, it's on that side, all the way up to the wow category. Now, there's some new teams in here. We've got Plymouth, Sheffield Wednesday, we've got now Leeds and Ellen Road, we've got... Basically, it's a new league. It's time for a new tier list. Make sure to subscribe and make sure to watch the whole video and all that good stuff, because I am trying to get more YouTube content out there. But yeah, I appreciate everyone who's liking and following and commenting and all that good stuff. But yeah, let's just get straight into this now. Right, let's just get straight into it. I am looking over there. Don't be alarmed. And also, I've put myself in this box up here. But anyway, basically, starting off with Bristol City, wow, like genuinely wow. I think this is actually the greatest stadium I've ever visited. Now, bearing in mind I haven't gone to, I'd say, more than half of these, but I have been to a few, and I've been to some good ones. We're talking like Bramall Lane, the Emirates, I suppose a lot of people like that, like even the Hawthorns. But Bristol City, this stadium genuinely is phenomenal. This city is beautiful. There's a bridge, right, I'll put a picture on now, that goes across Bristol into, I believe, Wales, I'm not too sure, and it goes across the River Severn, I think, and it is one of the greatest bridges ever. But that's got nothing to do with the stadium. But the stadium is magical. I stood there in awe. I was like, this is phenomenal stuff. Like, I can't put into words how good this stadium is. But yeah, very underrated. Not many people talk about Ashton Gate, but it needs to be talked about as one of the greatest stadiums, I don't even know, in the world football, in my opinion. But yeah, it's a very nice ground. Now, Blackburn, it's very good as well. I haven't had the pleasure of going, but the only thing that lets it down, and I'm not ranking it based on that, but nobody goes, and it is a travesty that nobody goes because it is such a nice stadium. But yeah, it's a very good stadium. Not sure if it can quite get in the wow category just yet, but it is a lovely, lovely ground. And then obviously we've got Southampton going in bad. I mean, come on, I don't think we're going to get any disagreement from Southampton fans. It's a ball. We all know I hate balls. There's certain balls I can put up with, like, as you'll see, Middlesbrough's is a ball, but at least it's got something more to it. For me, Southampton's ground is very basic and might actually have to go in the awful category. I am contemplating it, and it's gone in the awful category. I just don't like it, and I think a lot of Southampton fans will probably agree. Middlesbrough, on the other hand, though, I gypped it before I went. This might actually turn out to be the same as Southampton. I hope not, and I don't think it will be, but I said to Middlesbrough, I was like, it's just a ball. Like, I'd never been there before. I was like, it's a ball, it's quite big, it's not that nice. I went there. It is really nice. It is a very classy ground, and it is more than just a bowl. Like, as in, it's got like multiple tiers to it, and it is quite a nice stadium, to be honest. I'll give them it, and they have a little bit of a light show as well, which I thought was a bit weird. But it's a nice ground. I can't put it any higher than good, but it is good. So we'll leave it at that. Cardiff. This might be the only one I don't even know the name of. St Mary's, Riverside, Ewood, Ashton Gate, and what is Cardiff? The Principality? No. Oh, no. What's Cardiff City Stadium called?
The Cardiff City Stadium is the home of Cardiff City.
Oh. It's called the Cardiff City Stadium. Apologies. What? Anyway... yeah, it's got like the multiple tiers to it. I'm pretty sure I know these stadiums off the top of my head. I love stadiums, alright? I'm very disappointed I didn't know the name of that one. So it's got like the multiple tiers to it. It's got the one that sticks out in the middle. For me, I'm not too keen on it, really. But I'll put it in decent just because it's not really a ball. It's got weird, unique... It's unique, I suppose. Hull City, now that is a ball, but it's like wavy, and I don't really like that, but then again it's unique, so we're going in the decent category. Now we're moving into St Andrews. I like it. I'm going in the good category. Half of it's quite modern. They've kept the old part of it as well. I really do like it. It's a shame again that they only use the top tier. I don't really understand why that is, because Birmingham, as I know it, have very good fans and usually sell out. So why are they only using half of the stadium? Someone explain that to me. Then we've got Carrow Road, a very nice stadium. It's going in very good, in fact. It's beautiful, isn't it, really? And not really too much you can say about it, but the colours work really well. It reminds me, it's basically, and I'm going to go put that in there, it's Vicarage Road, but it's just Norwich colours. For me, those two stadiums are equally as good as each other, and I think they're very similar as well. So yeah, both those are going in the very good category, and that's because they are just solid grounds. Now, the CBS Arena, and Coventry fans will agree, it's hideous. It's awful. Like from the inside, it's alright, I suppose, but like the outside, man, it's got like a leisure centre attached to it. Like, no, not for me. And similar to Leicester, they're all awful. They're all just awful balls. It's not my type of stadium. I apologise to those fans, but I don't like any of them. Then we've got Deepdale, that being Preston's ground. I actually don't mind it. I am going to go in the good category. I was leaning towards decent. Now, yes, it is very symmetrical, which I don't really like, but it's got like T4s built into the seat, which is phenomenal. It's very like blocky and like square, like I don't really know how to explain it. You'll know what the stadium looks like. It is a decent ground. It really is. I'm being a bit harsh on it. Then we've got Rotherham, New York Stadium. I'm going in bad. Right, the thing is, it is better than all them balls because it has a little bit of curvature, which I don't mind in a stadium as long as it's not like just full on, but anyway, basically, the Rotherham New York Stadium, it's very modern. I don't like that aspect of it, but it is a little bit different, and it also is better than the Road ground. They needed an upgrade, realistically, and it is quite small as well, so it's not as if they've invested loads of money in a stadium they can't fill out. For me, I like it. I don't like it, but I don't despise it, we'll say. Huddersfield, I'm going to get hate for this because apparently you're not allowed to dislike the Huddersfield Stadium. It's hideous. It's absolutely hideous. It's going in the bad category just so they don't absolutely kill us. But it is disgusting. It's absolutely hideous. I don't understand how anyone can like it. The colour is so like in your face, and then also the stadium itself is just not nice, like at all, not one bit. And the name as well, the John Smith Stadium, really? Is that what we're calling a stadium? The John Smith Stadium? But oh well, it is what it is. And then we've got Stoke City, Bet365. I like it, I do like it. I'm leaning towards, no, I think good is fair. Yeah, it's definitely not very good, and it's definitely not decent. It is good. So yeah, it's just, there's not really much you can talk about with the Stoke City ground. I'm not going to call it the Bet365, although I just have there because I am against betting sponsors on shirts, on stadiums, on anything. We should not be promoting betting. I don't like it. But there you go. That's my little rant. Ipswich Town. Where am I going to put Ipswich? Portman Road is very nice. I'm going to put it in the wow category. It is a really nice stadium. In fact, is it better than Ashton Gate? I haven't had the pleasure of going to Portman Road, but I'm sure it'll match it. To be honest, it looks like a beautiful ground. You've got I like the bits where I'm gonna have to put a photo up, but it's like similar to Stamford Bridge where you're at the bottom, right, and you're kind of like looking up, and there's like stuff above you, and you're quite far back. I like that in a stadium. I've completely butchered the explanation. I'll get a picture if I can. If not, just use your imagination, I guess. Swansea City, is it called the Liberty Ground? I think it's called the Swansea.com Stadium, and that for me is a ball. We're going in the bad category. You know what? I actually don't. For some reason, I don't know what it looks like. I'm having a look. Yeah, it is a ball. So I'm going to put it in the bad category. I don't really like it. It's got a little bit of a weird pattern as well, but I suppose it's a bit better than those three. I don't know. None of these are great stadiums, to be honest, if I'm being, truthful. But we are moving on to Hawthorns now, which I really do like. It is going in the very good category. It is a solid ground. I love it. I actually love it. I went there, obviously. And it's unique. It's scary, by the way. Might be the scariest ground I've ever been to. It's fully blacked out on the outside. Dom did say it looked like a leisure centre, and to be honest, I don't think he's wrong. But a scary leisure centre, so I'll give them that. Millwall now, on the other hand, decent. It's definitely not bad, but the thing is, it is bad. It is, I don't know. It's got gaps in the stadium. It's just like 4 stands put together, all exactly the same. It's like, if Millwall could have a stadium, it is that one. Like, it perfectly fits them, as in, like, just boring and, like massive structures. Like, it's just, like, it does look like a lion's den, but, like, it's got no, like, uniqueness to it, in my opinion. But it's not awful, it's not bad, it's just decent. It's just Millwall, isn't it, really? Plymouth, on the other hand, I love Plymouth, but the stadium, it's good. It's nothing more than good. Home Park, like, from the outside, it looks very nice. The colours work really well together. It's not like a full-on bowl. It is just your average small ground. I think I'd definitely put it on the same level as, like, Stoke and Preston for me. If you haven't seen the Plymouth ground, obviously it's going to be a picture up, but it's just your average, pretty average ground, but I'd say it's, like, quite good. QPR, though, I don't know where I've just put QPR. They're not in good. They're not in very good. They're not in bad. They're not in awful. They're not in decent. They're in the wow category. It is magical, Loftus Road. I jip QPR. Not the best fans, personally, but I'd like QPR, and I love the stadium, right? That ground, for me, is the definition of, like, small, compact, close to the pitch, yet really classy. Like, it is such a nice ground. Iconic, I'd say. When I think of a football stadium, or when I used to think of a football stadium, I just think of Loftus Road, because it is iconic, it is beautiful, and I absolutely love it. So it's one of a kind as well. Like, when have you ever seen a stadium built in the same fashion as QPR's? I'm assuming it's because they've got, obviously, like, save space, because it is, like, West London. It's quite like a posh area, and there's a lot of houses, a lot of buildings, and a lot of structures already there, so they don't really want to take up too much space, but they've done a fantastic job, like, really. Alright, we've got the big 3 now, by far the 3 biggest clubs, well, in the league, 100%, right? We're starting off with Leeds. It's going in the very good category, and hear me out, Leeds fans, it's a phenomenal ground, don't get me wrong, but I don't know, the bit that, like, the massive extension bit that just sticks out for me, I don't know, like, sometimes I really like it, but sometimes I just think it's a bit out of place. There also is a bit of, like, the stadium's a bit run down, it's getting a bit rusty. However, with that being said, it is still iconic, it is still a phenomenal stadium. Yeah, it just does look a bit flimsy. Then we're moving on to Sol. I don't really want to put it in wow, because it's obviously just biased, so I'm just going to put it in the very good category with their Leeds. But I believe it's wow. I believe it's one of the best stadiums in the league, and I'm assuming a lot of yous will, but just because it's me making the video, we'll put it in the very good category. And Sheffield Wednesday, Hillsborough, has to go in the wow category. Is Hillsborough better than Ashton Gate is the question. Those for me are that's the top 3. That's 4th. But yeah, I can't decide. Hillsborough, though, is it's a masterpiece of a stadium. Absolutely unbelievable. The Kop is phenomenal. Everything about it, and I still have not had the pleasure of going. How many times have I seen Sunderland Sheffield Wednesday, and I have never been to Hillsborough? It's disgusting. But yeah, I'll get there one day. That's basically the rankings. That's the video. Obviously, you're all going to have a go at me in the comments, like we do on every video, because I'm always wrong. But yeah, just, let me know where you think your stadium should have finished. Let me know if you disagree with this ranking. Let me know if you agree. And as always, guys, have a fantastic day, and hopefully you enjoyed the video.